Nate Diaz, come get the interview, boy. I'm waiting on you. All y'all from
Stockton's
the UFC,
finest.
Man, come on, bro. Hey, come get it with a real one, bro. Real to recognize real. Come on and come get it.
Have you reached out to Nate Diaz outside of right now? That'd be a crazy one.
I think I talked to a publicist. I talked to her about getting to it, but I think I even DM'd him just on some shit like, man, hey, whoop that boy ass.
Yeah.
Just on some regular shit. I couldn't help myself.
Is that like who are like 3 or 4 people who, you know, you would just love to interview, whether it's a Nate Diaz or just somebody like that you're just a fan of, that you're like, man, I would just
Nate
love
Diaz,
it.
I'd like to get him up in there. Kevin Gates, I'd like to get him up in there because I always know he got some wild shit to say.
Super wild.
Andrew Tate, come on and come run it.
Okay.
Me and you, we got to run one up.
YouTube interview might get pulled down.
It might get pulled, but you know what? I know how to navigate the conversation, so I think that we might be able to do good and just do the numbers, even though I know it's going to be peaking the fucking ceiling.
It's going to be
oozing.
You might have to go to Romania for that.
But, you know, hey, man, I'm
it might be worth it.
It might be fucking worth it.
It would be worth it, honestly.
It would be. You know I'm making the move, bro.
You got to make that
move. Wherever it takes me and my Spanish guitar.
What were you thinking, like, when you saw him get banned off the internet? Like, what were your thoughts on that?
That's just, you know, you and I both know, okay, when it comes to radio, when it comes to social
content,
when it comes to any kind of content, there's always a cap of what they feel you can say so you don't disturb society.
Right.
That's pretty much what it is. And they capped him. That's what I look at it as. He tried to see how deep the rabbit hole goes, and it started hitting rock.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. Like,
no, for sure.
I'm not mad at him because I'll say this, like, you know, you want to be open? Hey, be open.
Mm-hmm.
Do your thing, brother. I ain't got nothing against that. But that's what they're going to do to you. They're going to try to cap you, man. There's too many people that run that shit on the other side that's just, you're outnumbered.
Right. It's just a slippery slope when you start banning people, because it's like, okay, so now that it's a precedent that people can just be deleted off the internet. It's like,
just like that.
And like,
especially if you eating like that.
Yeah. First of all, he was eating crazy, but also like, I would say like 90% of what Andrew Tate was saying was probably like, I wouldn't say I mean, like, I could understand, like, he's just his delivery might be, you know, but whatever, I get it. He's, you know, I would say the other 10% might be a little problematic if like 12-year-old kids are watching it on TikTok, but at the same time, it's no different than when you and I were growing up and fucking Eminem came out talking about raping his mom. We didn't go fucking rape our mom, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's like at the end of the day, because I think that's what really probably the biggest concern was, like, well, his main audience are kids, and we don't want kids growing up being misogynistic.
They don't,
But it's like if you're doing your job as parents.
Because I feel like and I'm not going to speak on what, but I feel like there's a lot of other things that they let just naturally, organically be some encouragement. And they don't mind that. And I don't want to speak on things because I don't want to get
tons of
politics,
stuff, whether it's music, whether it's you're right.
It's just a lot of stuff that they say, hey, let them have a choice. So, like, come on, man. Like, if you're going to open it up, open it up.
Yeah, I just think
if you're going to open up the fucking door, don't crack it. Open the door.
Right.
Don't try to find things that, okay, this passes. Oh, okay, and this passes. No, you don't. You stand over here to the side of the line. We'll talk to you in a second. All right, this one passes. Y'all three, go over to this side. Like, come on, man.
It's like this wild and crazy shit that's being marketed to kids is okay.
Is okay.
But this shit...
Y'all gotta, it might just disturb these kids. It might give them a false sense of something they don't need to be believing in or looking at. But like, come on, man. Who's controlling this? Like, who's controlling these narratives? Like, who's making up these shitty ass fucking rules of what they feel like society should stand for?
It's really all the tech companies, man. And it's like crazy because, like you said, it's
Who
like...
controls the tech companies?
I don't know. Mark Zuckerberg.
Right. Oh, you don't want to talk about it? Come on.
Mark Zuckerberg. I don't fucking know. Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah,
Goddamn.
Mark.
What's the other guy who runs Google?
You're right.
I think it's an Asian guy who runs Google.
You know where I'm going with it. It ain't just him. Look at him, bro. You think
Joe Byron? El Presidente Joe? Sleepy
bro.
Joe?
I don't fucking know who. I don't know who, man. Like I said, I just know that, like, if you're going to, long story short, and keep it for what it is, if you're going to crack the door, open it up.
Yeah, like to me, it's a slippery slope when you make a bunch of this shit okay, whatever this shit is.
It's one of your favorite words, huh? Slippery slope. You've used that a few times now.
So if all this is okay, right?
Yeah.
But then this little, like, that isn't even necessarily maybe as outrageous as some of the stuff over here.
Yeah. But you know, like I said, It's rules people make up, man.
Are you worried
Rules are
about that?
made.
Like, are you worried like you know, like when you do certain content, like
Yeah.
you know, does it ever cross your mind when you see something like what happens to Andrew Tate? Like, oh, maybe I got to tone it down a little. Maybe I got to.
I mean, I feel like mine's more of a figure of speech. I'm actually talking to the person that I'm saying it about versus doing just a video sitting there speaking this to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Putting it out in the world.
This is a real time of how I feel
And a
about
real
the
interaction
situation.
with somebody.
And I feel like people, if you're smart, you know how to separate the two.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I really feel about it.